Welcome back to another night. We got more mining to be done, but tonight I'm going to be going through all of my alts and showing you guys how you can make a little bit of extra money while having your alts in a perfect placement and having the proper gear for them. Let me go ahead and get everything set up. I hope everything is sounding better. The mic is not as messed up as it was yesterday. I will go ahead and get it all fixed if it is, but for the most part, I think it should be working. I do apologize for being late on my stream. I kind of got sidetracked and I got into a really good debate. But let's go ahead and get everything set up so we can go and start our mining. Because I'm out here, we got our energy back, and I really want to use as much of it as I can. Alright, so let's go ahead, get all of our tags that I'm going to be using. Let's get to our live and set up everything there. Alright, right here. Okay, put that over here. Just a little bit more, right here. Yeah, that should do. Okay. Long process, but I swear we will get it done. Put this in a playlist. Damn, why does this have to take such a long time to do? I wish there was an easier way to go ahead and stream on YouTube. Like, if you're to go after Twitch, at least do it right. Okay. Save. And one last option, and we should be able to go ahead and just start running. There we go. Now we should be able to start running. Alright, so first we're going to start here in Pilgrim's Haven. You guys still need the area where we are. We are right here exactly, as you can tell with the little laser beam from my pets. We're going to start out with our mining, and from there, I'm going to go ahead and start probably alchemy for the metal solvent and getting our crystals made up. From there, I will show you guys how to, I guess, do underwater gathering for the coral, the dishes and things. Use the coral with the gems that we get out here to process together. From there, we can go ahead and I'm thinking, let me see, that's alchemy, cooking, processing. We'll be able to do trading. I think we'll be able to do trading. Let's find out. I might have another, yeah, I do have another little trade good supply being brought over. There we go. There we got trading set up. Alchemy, trading. I could possibly do sailing. I'll take the trade crates to demonstrate when we actually get our little trade boat. I don't have all my buffs on, I just realized. Yeah, let's get our buffs and do this correct. The plan is I'm going to burn all of the energy here and switch off to an alt, continue the process, and show you guys just how much money you can go ahead and make if you guys take the time out. Not going to be anything extreme, it's just to give you guys an example. Get this mining done now. I'm hoping to get lucky today. I have to make back 4 bill total. No pressure. Nope. We gotta put that in our central. Yeah. Do I have enough? Will I have enough? I think I will. There, and then let's go ahead and get our storage situated. Okay. That's going to take up a large majority of everything. And then, if I'm not mistaken, 10, 20, and we'll keep everything else on me. Pop that. Damn, already another player. That didn't last long. That didn't last long at all. Fuck me. Okay. I'm just here for the platinum, lady. Don't get angry with me. There's no reason to be angry. Connected, that's why. I do apologize about my connection issue. We are having some, like, bad weather here. I'm pretty sure everyone is having bad weather. So, bear with me, everyone. I do apologize again in advance. Okay, let's try this. Let's try switching and seeing if, like, I'm gonna get into a spot that's not gonna be overran. Being transported. Yep. Come on. All right. She's having a fun night at work so far. All right, attempt number 2. Hopefully I can get into a spot that is not overran by another player already. I'm not seeing a tent. Good sign, but at the same time, like we found out yesterday, no tent equals someone here. I'm getting lucky with the mini games. Ooh, I know I have a Vidir draft on, or a drought. I guess draft, my bad. I keep pronouncing it wrong. There we go. There we go. Ah. Was that platinum? I think that was platinum. I can't tell. I don't have my chat up. Could probably do that. Let's get that back running. There we go. Would be so livid if that was... Nope, zinc. Damn it. I wanted more platinum. I'm hoping to get the 100 platinum from the stupid little minigame when it procs. It's like the music changes every time the desert debuff is reapplied. It's rather annoying. At least I don't have to worry about having to heal through it and or popping my stupid water or key all like every 5 to... Not even. Normally it was like 1 to 3 minutes, even with the desert camo. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just jumping around. Low-key not stuck, but kind of stuck. Right, black gem fragments. Need a lot of those after yesterday. I'm gonna need a hell of a lot of those after yesterday. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Get out of the way. It's unresponsive as fuck. What's my mastery at? My mastery is sitting at 1900. Like, wait a minute. Why does that look weird? My stupid alchemy stone wasn't on. Diamonds are extremely cheap. We value diamonds, yet they are completely and almost valueless. Like in Black Desert, let's be real, diamonds are like dirt fucking cheap, like rubies. All because of our worker empire. Or the availability of our worker empire being able to go ahead and do it. Drop the value down insane. More so now than before with the stupid sacks. There we go. I had to like pronounce all that right. Fucking spell check. Spell check's a whole entire monster. Is my chat even working? Yeah, it should be. It looks like it's functioning. As long as Restream is not going to be a little bitch about it. That zinc is gonna come in handy though. Oops. Gonna come in handy with the trade crates that I'm gonna go ahead and get set up. And like I've already pointed out, I'm not gonna demonstrate everything like the whole entire hour per hour. I'm gonna show you guys like a little example, and you guys can run with it. You guys can go ahead and build off of it with your own little process on what makes more money and easier time for you and all that dumb shit. Like, you guys can go ahead and min-max the process if you want. This is just giving you guys a little rough template on what you guys can go ahead and do throughout the day, or one day, 1 week, or how you go about playing the game from now on. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. I'm just giving you guys the tools. You guys can go ahead and make whatever you guys want with the tools, you know? That's all. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum. We're getting to our limit. Yep. I knew it. I knew it. Already. Oh, because I changed channels, I'm like, why is it not on max anymore? Continue. I'm just choosing to do a lot of my mining because of the fact that I have a lot of energy, and this is my main. I'll get a lot more rewards for burning as much as my energy, and because I'm in Pilgrims, it shouldn't take that long. It really shouldn't, in theory. Oh, we'll even do fishing. I'll even show you guys an example of fishing. You're a returning player, Keanu Rose. Welcome, welcome. What is this little mini game I am playing? So this little mini game here is the new artisan gathering or green thumb gathering, whatever the fuck you want to term it as. But what it does is you have a chance of getting the little mini game proccing that costs 10 energy, and if you go ahead and complete the mini game, you will earn 100 of whatever materials are in the little window. Like if it's ore, it'll be 100. If it's like a rare drop, it could be like 10. Unless they deem otherwise, it could be 10 rare items and 100 of the actual like material. See? So not only do they apply the 100 from the minigame, but also if you have your Agris running, the Agris Gathering, now they have it set up so that you can gather with the Agris Fever. But if you have that running along with your Hedgehog pet, or the Llama pet, if you will, the Yawning Hedgehog Lightstone combination, you know, just anything to increase the amount of materials that you get back, then, you know, you can go ahead and bypass that whole 100 and get a lot more items back. Like if I did that mini game, instead of getting the one ancient spirit dust, it would have gave me 10 of those. It would have gave me 120 of the copper ore, 100 of the rough stone, 100 of the trace of earth. Yeah, it's a new addition with the new continent that they added. I will show you in a minute. It's also where you can get the new minigame, as long as you have Artisan Gathering. But if you open up your map, and if you remember where the old Port Rat used to be, they made it an actual continent. They fleshed it out, and it is literally a life-skilling paradise. It's where you go if you want to hurry up and get quickly leveled up to, say, like Artisan Gathering or Master Gathering, and you, just random shit like that. I mean, there are some limitations on the life skills that you can do out there. Like alchemy, you're limited. Cooking does pretty good. Hunting, gathering, processing, obviously. You can do farming out there, but that's where you'd go and get the new little quest, which can be found by speaking to this guy right here. I do have a guide on my channel, my YouTube channel. If you want to go ahead and check it out, it's a 6-minute video. Pretty self-explanatory, really easy to follow along with. It'll show you how to go ahead and get the quest and all the items and everything. What's up? How you doing, your mama? Good evening. Yeah, COVID's been out of my system for a while, but I'm telling you, with the weather being so shitty, it's easy to get cold, random cold or the flu. And a lot of times I'm like, fuck, is this COVID? Like, fuck, did I get the big C again for a 5th time? Well, I guess it'd be a 6th time in my case, but still, you know, it always gets me all paranoid because I don't know if today's gonna be the day, like, shit. But I can always tell, like, whenever it's COVID, I can always tell right off the bat because, like, I can go through the whole entire day functioning normal. Everything is, like, hunky-dory. I can be all full of energy, and then probably like 8, 9 o'clock at night, I'll sit down, the adrenaline is done, and it'll hit me just like that. Yeah, it's definitely a time saver, Keanu. Especially if you don't have the time to go ahead and designate hours and hours and hours for like gathering. Especially if you have the Agris, and especially the Agris running. The Agris will increase the amount of the items you get. There's a chart floating online. I forgot about like the exact amounts that you get back, but you know, that'll also increase how much items you get when gathering, and it'll go ahead and renew every day. So if you happen to use it all one day, just wait a couple days, it'll all be back in full, or you can continue the next day when it regens a little bit. Sorry for interrupting you. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no, you're fine, your mama. You're fine. Don't even worry about it. That's what I'm here for, right? To conversate and to teach you guys things that I probably don't even fucking know. You know, Who else is going to waste the time and money so that you guys don't have to? No one. You know, well, you'd prefer no one. Let's be real, you'd prefer no one. You'd prefer to be able to log into the game and like, okay, well, I can go ahead and go. I don't have to worry about it. I was told by blah 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 not to bother with this item because it's a money sink and shit like that. At least I would prefer that. I'd prefer a little birdie on the side to tell me like, hey man, don't craft that item. Don't make those 4K jewelry crates because you don't know any fucking better and you didn't look online or Google how to, if the jewelry crates were even fucking worth it for like 3 years of your gaming life. I'm not saying that was like me personally. I'm just saying like I would have liked someone to be out there to tell me, like nudge me in the right direction there. Okay, so it's not just me that keeps losing connection. My fiance's job keeps losing their internet connection too. So our state is not, well, our town or city or whatever the fuck you want to call it is not exactly enjoying the negative 25-degree weather. Okay, so it doesn't actually, it's not actually negative 25, it's negative 3 and it feels like negative 14, but still, you guys get the idea. The infrastructure is not exactly enjoying it, and I am feeling the consequences of it. Oh, hell yeah, thank you for the fucking subby. I was not paying attention, your mama. Fuck, what am I doing with my life? Like, shitting on a dick. I really need to figure that out. Yeah, it makes no sound whatsoever. But thank you, I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. I really want to know why, like, no sound is made. Like, I even replayed the graphic. I had to replay it just to find out, and no. So I have to go through my Streamlabs and figure out what the issue is with that again. So I get my microphone quality, you know, sorted out a little bit, and now the actual Streamlab sound is all fucked up. I get the Streamlab sound all, you know, finally fixed, and now my Streamlab won't let me connect to both my YouTube and my Twitch. Hell yeah, like I said, I do appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. I could not do this without you guys. It's entertaining, I love talking, and you guys give me a reason to not shut up. Like, at all. Okay. How much energy? We're at 286, which I am burning through this extremely fast. That's the one thing about the minigame and your Agris. You will be running out of your space, and you will be running out of your energy extremely quick. If you take the time to get the maids and, you know, the higher weight limit and all that, it's not so bad. It's just Pilgrims is a whole fucking monster when you're trying to gather and not use up as much energy as you can. Even before the minigame. It's like Bear. Actually, no. I'm in the middle of... First, we're gonna go gather the materials here in Pilgrims. From there, I'm gonna go jump on an alt to get my metal solvent made. From the metal solvent, I'm gonna jump on another alt to get his processing done to make the pure crystals and trade crates. From there, I'm gonna demonstrate once we go ahead and get our new trading boat, whenever they decide to drip feed us information about that. I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead and take your alt, like a trading alt or a training alt or whatever, get the horses that you need to go ahead and start, I guess, harnessing them to a wagon to transport the trade goods over to a port. And then from the port, I'm gonna go put them on the ship, take them out to Land of the Morning Light, and then trade it in and show you guys just that whole process. We're gonna do underwater gathering for the coral to use with the gems that I'm getting out here. The oyster, lobster, and all that, I'm gonna go ahead and probably use the lobster to melt into glue. I'll use the pearl oyster meat to make into the dishes to show you guys like how to go ahead and you know, do something with cooking with an alt if you guys were doing this whole process. Gathering also applies for the bartering, so that might be something I can go ahead and do. But I'm not trying to spend hours and hours and hours trying to demonstrate it to you guys. I'm just going to briefly show you how to go ahead and get started and let you guys go and run off with the range. You know, I'm going to give you the tools to start working. What you make with it is what you will. If you want to min-max it and speed up the process or blah, 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 like, that's up to you. Did you know they did something about underwater gathering? What is the rumor? What is the rumor? What did you hear? Doesn't matter if it's true or false. Let's hear it and let's start discussing it. Let's go down it. I am curious. I was wondering, is C3 coral a rare drop when gathering coral? No, it is something that you have to actually go and process. So for the coral, Ricky, I do have some made up. I think I have some made up. Let's go to Calpheon. Okay, so for the coral, what you're going to be doing is, like, if you're out there coral gathering, you're going to find your green corals, your golden corals, and blah, 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 your coral pieces. Now, if you take the gems from our mining, like what we're doing here, and combine them with the coral piece, you'll make the colored coral. Now, you take the colored coral with the T2 gems, like the ruby, the sapphire. Let's go over here to Valencia. You take your T2 gems, you combine them with your colored coral, and it'll go ahead and make... I know I have it. Bear with me. Bear with me. It's in here somewhere. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, hold on. Iridescent. It'll make the T3, okay? It'll make the tier 3, all right? Okay, no masking, that's all, because nowadays gathering underwater is a nightmare to get those clams. Well, I know they went ahead and reduced the timer on them, the cooldown for the giant pearl oysters. I want to say from, like, they dropped it down to 3 hours now. That might be an incentive. They could have dropped it down a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it's no problem, Ricky. It's no problem. But that's exactly why I'm out here showing you guys. I wanted to demonstrate just, like, what you guys can go ahead and do if you guys were taking the time out. And how to get the most back from all of your materials while doing it, you know? It's not just going to be like, okay, well, vendor that because you really don't need it, or throw it into your storage because it's fucking useless and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I'm going to show you guys every single thing that you can go ahead and use with the, with gathering and all that. We're going to start off with our mining. Definitely with our mining. I think once I get enough of the platinum, I should be good to go ahead and switch off to an alt and show you guys. And iron. I'm gonna need iron too. So what I think is I will jump onto my processing alt. From him, I will get all of the melted iron, the platinum melted down, made into ingots, ready to be made into the actual, like, shit. I will go ahead, I will make up said pure crystals while I'm there, because I do have some of the metal solvent. Jump on the alchemy alt, do the solvent and all of that. From there, I will go ahead, do our underwater gathering for the coral, the lobsters and all that, and see if I can go get our horse factory, or our horse gear workshop going and pumping out some gear using the glue and, you know, other things that we've gotten while out gathering. Just as an example of, you know, some things that you can do. I just don't have, like, 4 to 5 hours to go ahead and demonstrate to you guys, so I'm trying to do this in a more timely manner while still trying to point out all of the extreme, like, need to know bullet points. Everything else is, like, up to you guys. Like, that's whatever you guys want to do or add in there or whatever it is, you know? I'm just giving you the fishing pole and pointing you in the right direction. Whether or not you want to fish with it, that's up to you. Get that AC on. Even though we have, like, -degree weather outside, it's, like, extremely hot in my room because of my fucking computer being a space heater and all. Poor circulation in this room, like, the combination is endless out here. But we're here, we're doing it, we're live. So far, our internet has not disconnected again, so we're gonna keep going. Nope, looks like we're heavy. Get the biggest stacks out of the way first. 7 left. Some more zinc ore. Thinking more silver. Yeah, let's throw it all in there. We might as well. Alright, 174 energy left. Oh, this is gonna work out a lot better with the family shared life skilling. Oh man, this is gonna work out a lot better. I'm definitely gonna have to go ahead and get this all worked out. Get it all edited down for you guys. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I'm excited to go try the underwater gathering. How did you end up figuring out what the problem was with the mic? So, I was sitting there listening to my audio quality last night. Just trying to edit down all of my story, my stupid little clips and everything. I got 2 more videos I have to edit down, not to mention anything else I go ahead and clip from here. But after listening to it, I'm like, okay, I'm obviously not, like, up close to it. I shouldn't be peeking it, like, you know, going in the red. But yet, I'm still sounding like... And that was, you know, a huge issue. So I figured it might be my compressor trying to limit how loud I'm going and it fucking up somewhere. What's up, GD? How you doing? Not to mention that, but also I went ahead and changed my filter to, I guess, cancel out certain tones, and I switched around just how bassy and robotic it sounded. So after going back, listening to it, recording for a couple seconds, going back, changing it, and readjusting, I figured, you know, it was mainly my compressor that I had to go ahead and get figured out. The compressor and the filter, mainly. The compressor, and then maybe the filters, like, meddling down here. But so far, I think it sounds a little bit better. It's not going to be 100% like spot on. I'm going to have to go ahead and keep adjusting it and figuring out what works, but for the most part, I'm liking the quality. It's going to have to do for now. Beggars can't be choosers, and for now, I'm not going to be a beggar. Good, good, good. And yeah, I also figured, like, it was peaking with my microphone behind my screen. Like, you should not be peaking when my microphone is up here. You know, so that's another way I went ahead and figured, okay, well, maybe it's like, because I had my expander set at a certain setting and my compressor, it just wasn't, it was conflicting with each other, you know? One was trying to expand while the other one was trying to compress, but at the same, I guess, they were cutting off, like, a little bit of compression in the expanding, and you know how that shit goes. It twists up like a piece of plastic. What did you miss, TD? Oh, you didn't miss much, TD. So far, what we are doing is we're going to be gathering out here in Pilgrim's Haven, taking the minerals that we get from our stealing your drip. We're out here in Pilgrim's Haven. We're gonna do our mining, take all of the materials that we get from our mining, and jump onto an alt, do our processing, get the materials made into other things, and show you guys just how to go ahead and jump from alt to alt to alt and make a lot of money for your whole entire life skilling session, instead of just choosing to do gathering or say choosing to do trading and blah blah blah. Like, this is going to show you how to go ahead and piggyback off of, you know, one and another, and, you know, like a little domino type thing. Law. You caught me off guard with that, all right? You fucking caught me off guard with that. Yeah, so far so good. I'm pretty much enjoying it. I think we're gonna have a good session. I'm not exactly like tired of being out here in the desert yet. I haven't been out here that long. We've only been mining for 30 minutes and my energy is at 147, which is good. You know, I expect to burn a lot out here. So once we get done here, I will jump onto my wizard in Calpheon to go ahead and get our iron melted. We're gonna make steel with the remainder of the iron, metal solvent, brass, bronze. We'll do the colored corals. You know, we'll do all of that just one after another. Gather up stone, make metal. Yeah, no, I'm showing all of the materials, not just the metal solvent and the pure crystals. No, we're gonna go down and do every single material, from the gems all the way to the coal. Like, it doesn't matter. And I'm thinking we might even do the sharps, hards, the layless petals, just whatever we can, just to show you like how easy it is to go ahead and make money off of the most littlest things that you're doing for the main material, I guess. However you want to pronounce it. Like, the other materials that you really don't care for, like, I'm going for platinum. I don't really care for the silver or the gold or any of that. They're nice, they're great. It's just, for me right now, I'm solely going for the one material. But for those like that want to go ahead and use everything that they possibly can, you know, be one with the land, this will go ahead and give you guys a little idea of how to go ahead and get started with that whole process, you know. That's why I keep saying, like, I will give you guys the tools to get started. You guys can go ahead and run with it, min-max it, you know, add your own little process or whatever you guys want to do, but this is, you know, to give you an idea of what I like to go ahead and do. This will definitely help out a lot more with the family shared life skilling when it comes out, with not needing to have to worry about like which alt has the mastery or which one has the life skill level. All you'll have to do is just switch off your gear, be in the right spot, and go from there. So with all of that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys like the little things that you can do like right now that still probably will apply later on when the updates come out. You finally completed your goal 1 and 2, full tri Manos and 270 AP. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Welcome to my whole little bracket now, man. You're at that point that I am trying to get out of. Like, now I'm going for full tet with the... I'm almost there. I'm almost there without counting the crystals or anything else. So, welcome to the party, bro. Next goal, you're thinking about 50k CC to get your first blue carrot gear. Hell yeah. Goal setting. You have to. You'll have to set some goals, bro. Without it, you are just running around flailing like a fish on land. You have to have a little goal or something. You know, I started to, but I got tired of the whole Capra grind. I got tired at C6. Almost C7. I need 1k more Capras to go C7, and I gave up, bro. I really gave up. You're gonna go grind with 720 AP at Toros. If I can go ahead and do one mob at a time with my Shai, I'm pretty sure you can do it. Everyone's favorite class? Mine, personally, TD, as you may have noticed, is the Shai. The Shai is my favorite. Like, there's nothing better than it. I mean, there's other classes that you can go ahead and do that it's better, but, like, on the for real, like, I personally, I stick with my Shai. Shai, hands down. Okay. Let's see how many materials do we have, and I might just go ahead and switch off now. No, we'll have to keep going. Mouse would use... You know, if console had that ability, it'd make the game a little bit easier. Also, if they included the content that, you know, the PC version has, that also would help out too, but I'm not gonna judge anyone. Give it a try tomorrow. About Capras, you're chilling, not buying a single one. Yeah, no, I'm not buying a single one either. That's why I got burned out on the grind. I got burned out at C6, like, of just straight grinding it out for myself, like, not buying any, like, Capras cost a lot. I don't have money like that. I'm not a millionaire. A billionaire, a trillionaire, there we go. Or multi-hundred billionaire. It's like every time I try to get myself a title, I realize, like, my central market is going to rely on me. I can't say I'm a millionaire. I open up my central market, that completely gets thrown out the window. I can't say I'm a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire, because that gets thrown out the fucking window. Like, how would you prefer, like... How do you guys call a like 40 billion? Like, is that still just a regular billionaire, or is like there's a cool little snazzy title that we give ourselves, or they would give themselves, acting like I'm a high class society member? Look at me, I'm low key borderline looking homeless over here talking about, oh yeah, what do us billionaires call ourselves? Talking about billions and money, yeah. Like I have any authority. Fuck that compass. Fuck that compass. I'm not going for it. I'm gonna start back up on my grind later. 40 billion is filthy casual. I'm just a filthy casual, alright? Like, don't look at me, man. I can't afford any of that shit. I'm just a filthy fucking casual. Whoa. Grinders have more to say about the economy than anything, alright? Grinders have more to say about how much money and what is considered poor and not poor, okay? I think grinders have more of a say on like if you're poor or not, considering how much money they can go ahead and make without having to bat an eye. So at that point, yeah, no. I'm gonna take my advice from a fucking grinder when it comes to like making huge amounts of money while grinding or just in general. You start talking about 100 billions, I know, okay, you're a grinder. I know I'm exaggerating. There's you know, people out there that Lifeskilling can get a lot of money, like, you know, what I was doing and not having to worry about grinding to earn billions, but like still, like the first thing that comes to mind is like, okay, well, I know you grind. I know you grind for more than like 1 or 2 hours at a time. And I'm more likely to go ahead and listen to whatever that dude that has 100 billion will say over the dude that has like 10 mil. Or I guess in these terms, like I'm the 10 mil compared to like grinders silver stockpile that they have. Now I'm a filthy fucking casual at this point. Man, I guess that's what it's called. Like a 0.005. Okay, that's the fucking drop ratio. I knew it was high, but I didn't know like what the exact ratio was. I know there's other drops that are like 0.008. Like crystal coral is below that. Ironically enough, crystal fucking coral has a lower drop rate than that. Why? Like why? All right, now we're getting towards the end of our energy finally, which means we can go throw our things into the storage if we have the storage maids available. If not, that's fine. I can go ahead and jump off now. I still have the materials in my storage to go ahead and show you guys. But let's take a gander. I should be able to. We'll throw the stone in. And I'm thinking we throw the platinum in to go ahead and simulate. We got enough transaction maids. Fuck it. Might as well. Oh, we're out. Okay, now, like I said, we're going to go jump onto our processor and show you guys just how to take all of those materials and make trade crates, make other items like metal solvent, the tier 3 corals, horse gear, you know, just random things. Ba-bum. Just gotta make sure. Okay. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. We don't have all day to play around. What are you doing? All right. All right, now we can go ahead and start processing things down. To get ready, I will jump into my processing gear. Get our artifacts and everything ready. No, I don't think I will need to, but let's jump into our gear. Do a basic little one, doesn't really matter. Processing, okay, clang clang. We got our processing stone on. Pets are ready. Crystals, let's find out. Nope, we need to get our weight so that we can go ahead and do this for as long as we can. Hold on, what am I missing? Man, what am I missing? That'll do. I don't remember what was there. Okay. Anyway, now that we have that, let's get into our costume and start showing you guys like little things that you guys can go ahead and do. All right, so now if you guys are trying to use like the minerals and things, we're going to take our iron. Yeah, we'll put it in the storage. Take our iron and start melting that down. Process. It's a lot easier if you guys have the Karki suit on. Okay, iron. Mass process that, which, you know, it'll take however long. But while we're going ahead and getting our iron and everything set up for the metal solvent, like I was saying, what you guys can do with the minerals from your mining, you can come over here to any type of mineral workshop and you guys can have bronze being made up. We don't have any blackstone powder, but we'll get that on there. But you can have the bronze, the brass, specifically the steel. Steel is pretty good. If you guys are trying to just use the coal, use your iron for anything else, you can make the coal bags. Personally, I would suggest going ahead and just making the steel. I wouldn't even bother with the coal bags, but if you guys still wanted to, then that's an option. Okay, so now The silver, gold, and platinum. Platinum, you guys automatically know we are going to be using the platinum to make the pure platinum crystals, but if you guys are wanting to go and make anything with the silver, I highly suggest going and making your shining empty bottles. Shining empty bottles are used for your guild missions, which again, they're like pretty good. You can get like 25 mil just from the guild payout, not to mention any rare drops that you get, any of the water that you can go ahead and purify and use for alchemy and all that. You can go ahead, if you guys are choosing to take the iron and not make the steel, you can go and make the advanced cooking tools for your cooking or alchemy. Take the stone, you can polish it down and, you know, make those too. So the rough stone, the iron. Let me see. Okay, moving on. Now we have the horse gear that we can go ahead and make. Horse gear will take pure iron crystals, which metal solvent, and any of the iron that we've gotten from Pilgrim's Haven. Let's stick to the horse. I think the horses are going to be a lot better. Again, metal solvent. You know, we'll go ahead and make the vanadium crystals. Okay, let's go down to the Krogdalo. Okay, so the gems and the coral, like I was telling you guys, it can be used for the Krogdalo gear. So we're going to be processing them down because I don't really care for min-maxing. I have 16 factories all around the world, and I don't really care for having them all in Valencia just to get the most money that I possibly... I'm just doing it for fun. I mean, if you guys want to min-max, that's up to you. I'm just showing you guys, like, examples of what you guys can do. The pure mithril, obviously, you get it with the mithril and your metal solvent gotten from, or gained from Pilgrim's Haven. Those are like some examples that you can go ahead and do. So we got our metal shards. We can go ahead. I'm going to throw these over here in Kepler. Keep that all wrapped up into one. From here, I'm going to take the platinum ore that I have and then show you guys like the process that we're going to go and do to make a quick little buck real fast. Melt that down. We'll get that started, and then after that, we will, well, after we make them into the ingots, we will go jump onto our alchemy alt, and I will show you guys how to go ahead and start using your alchemy to make more money while using all of the materials here. We're just going down a line right now. As much as I can, for as long as I can, just going down which life skills you can do and how much money they'll make you for like using all of the materials and things like that. Working at not fast food, but working a food place when the weather is as bad as it is pretty shitty. My fiance's not having a good time, especially because like no one's wanting to come out. Like no one wants to come out and eat. I don't blame them. It's fucking freezing. Bum, 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 bum. All right, over here in Valencia, we have all of our gems. I'm gonna move the gems and grab some coral. No, I'm gonna do underwater gathering. Show you guys like how to get some quick and easy coral. Then combine it with the gems that we've gotten from Pilgrim's Haven to make the T3 corals that you can go ahead and sell. Okay, platinum's almost done. Try to squeeze out as much experience and everything that we can. I mean, I don't really need the experience now, not with the family shared life skilling coming out, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to squeeze out as much success rate as I possibly can. Come on. Come on. Platinum. And then after we get done doing all of that, I think I will jump onto my Shai, probably to end it out with getting our horses and attaching them to a wagon to show you guys like how to do that. If I do have time, I will demonstrate how to take those horses out to whatever town to jump on whatever boat to take your trade goods out to Nampo. It's all about the timing. I'm hoping I have the time for it. But processing does take a while, alchemy can take a while, and just obviously riding around your wagon and sailing can take a while too. But we have to do it. We have to demonstrate. I have to do this in a quick and timely manner for you all. And then I will get this all clipped down and edited so it's not a long, drawn-out 2-hour fucking video on just showing you a little rough idea. Let's not have that happen. Do you do much alchemy? If so, do you think it changes that they made the elixir party ones? I don't really make party elixirs like that. I mainly stuck to the ones that you can go ahead and make without having to buy any extra ingredients from like an NPC or like another player, and you could just list it right then and there. Like say the Vidir drafts, the detection, destruction elixirs, fury, you know, just random things like that that will go ahead and make you money without having to buy like owl's tears and whatever the fuck else that we had to go ahead and do. Iliab's essence or all those dumb things. So I don't really know. I didn't really care for him. It was more out of the way than anything to get buffs for the party. You know, if you're a solo player, you don't really worry about group buffs, you know? You look at a group buff and you're like, oh, well, nah, I don't care about it. I'm not in a group. I don't party up. Now that we got our melted platinum, let's go ahead, get it into the bars. From the bars, we will... I think I have 800 of the metal solvent made up. Yeah, 842 of the metal solvent already made up and waiting. We'll combine that and we'll move on. Come on, hurry up. It shouldn't take you this long. Luckily, I can go ahead and cut down a lot of this whole processing that is taking up so much time. Like, cut it here, cut it there. Okay, well, here's how you process. Oh, process done. Moving on. Like, doing it live is a little bit more grueling because of the fact that, like, everything takes such a long time, especially when you're on a time limit. And like I said, my stream's a little late because well, an hour late because I got a little sidetracked with the cooking, and then I got into a really, really, really good debate about EVE Online. It piqued my fancy, and I was like, oh shit, this is really good. I'm getting into this one. Like, bravo, bravo. I like it when you have a topic that really piques my interest, that really makes me want to come back with another statement or question or answer or anything, you know, just wanting to reply. Okay, now that we have our 249 of our platinum, we'll take the metal solvent and I'll take 300. I'm not gonna use all of that, but we'll take it just because. Now we'll make the pure platinum crystals to go ahead and sell. Bum, 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 bum. I already showed you guys the platinum, silver, gold. Gold, I think, is a little bit different. So for gold, the only thing that I suggest touching with the gold is if you're not selling it, just making up the, I think it's a melted gold that will make more money than the actual bar. But the only thing I suggest ever doing with the gold is to make the pure gold crystal to make your Manos Alchemist clothes. Yeah. I'd only suggest making your alchemist clothes with the gold. Other than that, it's pretty much a waste. You do better going ahead and just selling the gold ingots. Come on, it should only be like one little cycle and it's automatically done. At least it should be. Yep, told you. All right, now that we have those, we can first, let's grab some blackstone powder. Oh yeah, also, I forgot to mention, no, I don't have any rough lustrous gems anymore. Damn, I was going to show you guys what to do with the rough lustrous gems and how you can make money from it. But the rough lustrous gems, you just basically turn into an NPC, the jeweler, and she'll give you blackstone powder and all that. She'll give you gems, the rough stone, blackstone powder, a chance at the Menace processing stone, and any of your good, like really expensive black magic crystals like the Cobalinus. Just for an example. Okay, we need to throw this into our warehouse. Go ahead and we'll just throw... Yeah, we'll demonstrate like if you had 100. If you had 100 left. Go into our warehouse. I bought more of my hard black magic crystal shards so I can start combining more things. I ran out of supply. That's why I'm like, I gotta make back the 44 bill. Okay, so for the here platinum crystals, if you guys were choosing to make that, that's 448.2 mil. Let's go ahead and make that. The metal solvent, if you guys were choosing to make the metal solvent, it'd be the 78 mil, but I digress. Let's go switch over to our alchemist and get that whole process started and show you guys. I think this is the one. Yeah, I think she's the one. To double check, yeah. All right, now we can go on to our alchemist and start getting our metal solvent made up to show you guys how to use the rough stone and the melted iron and all that. And I crashed. Lovely. Let's get that back up and running. You think everything party elixir is better? I just never really bothered with it. I know for the training elixir, the training mix, I think it was, that one was pretty good on doing that. With being the party elixir, I just like I said, I'd never really bothered with it. What's going on? Okay, I gotta get my stream back. Or not my stream, but my game back up and running because Black Desert wants to crash on me. Love that. What's people going on trying to get so many pure platinum ingots? Probably their horses. Probably the fact that everyone wants their T10. Yeah, it's not a Black Desert stream until we crash. It's not a Black Desert stream until you crash while you're recording something for a clip later on. Never seems to fail. Black Desert is a interesting little problem starter. Love how my fiance's like, it feels like it's -14 here. It is. Nope, we're not doing that weird sound. All right, it should be all back. It crippled your income. You was buying green cheap and converting them to blue parties and was making like 200 to 500 mil per hour, depending on what you were converting. Yeah, like I said, I never really bothered with it because there was a whole nother ingredient I had to get. It was a party one. And a lot of times it was like more out of my way than actually making. So I avoided it. And it was hard to go ahead and pre-order the shit. Like, if I can't just go ahead and order my shit right then and there and have it, I really don't care. I don't want to be bothered with it. Okay, let's get back onto my alchemist and let's restart our process. Yeah, elixir of regeneration is always no supply, Nikolai, because it requires the fruit of abundance. Fruit of abundance is a expensive little thing to go ahead and make, especially if you don't have a really good supply of them coming in. And if you're not doing your pre-orders like that, then yeah. But you can make a lot of money just making your elixirs and selling them like that. Yeah, because buying from local vendors is out of the way. It's out of the way if you're in Olvia and that vendor is not there. It's out of the way if you are doing your alchemy over in Land of the Morning Light and that vendor is not there. Said. Like, if you're trying to power level your alchemy and you're just going through the recipes, you know, just going, and you didn't stop and run through a back fucking alley to go and buy the items from whatever NPC, it's out of the way. Like, it's out of the way. Point me in the right direction over in Olvia, and I'll be glad. The one thing that you need 10k crown coins in order to make one. Yeah, you need a lot of your crow coins. That's why I told everyone when I was doing it the one day, unless you have your already made blue carrick and all that dumb shit, like, there's no point in wasting your crow coins. Hold on, let's just go ahead and let's bring up the calculator. Okay, so it's 100 for one. So you're talking about making 100 of those, right? Bill. With the elixir of regeneration, yes. Hold on, I will bring it up on BDolytics. You're not off. And if you are, it's not by much. And also probably depends on what region you're in. Okay, so for 100 it's 1.4. The oil of regeneration needed is 848 mil per hour. The essence of magic power is 432 mil per hour. Let me see. And then the essence required is the 100 crow coins for one. And then 100 of those would be, or 100 of the Mirandora is 10k of the crow coins. I mean, BDolytics could be wrong. Could be wrong here. I mean, crafting profit with all the items, like you have all of the items. 1.4 profit per hour, 4.9 bill, 17. Yeah, like I said, I'm just looking at what BDolytics has, so if they're wrong, then I'd have to take it up with them. But so far, looking at all the inputs and everything, it does not look like it's calculated wrong. And like I said, if it was calculated wrong, it's by a little bit, and yeah, 400 mil. $1.4 bill. Like I said, you're not off, and if you are, it's only by a little bit. And I was right. 400 mil, you're off. You undersold yourself. Yeah, like I said, if it's off, it's only going to be by a little bit. It's not going to be like a huge, like, 1 bill, 3 bill, 4 bill. It's going to be off by a little bit. And that you also have to take into account of what region you're in. That's also another thing. Like, if you're in NA, you'll probably make more money. If you're in EU, you probably won't. Okay, so basically what you're saying is BDolytics is wrong. Gotcha. Okay. I should probably not go by that. I'm gonna have to start, like, telling people don't use these options here. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, now that we're actually finally fucking here, let's get our alchemist clothes. I think I have alchemist clothes. Not repaired, obviously. Okay, well, I guess we'll just go with our usual... We'll go with the one. I'm not really trying to do anything extreme, just to show you guys, like, how to go about it. Alright, now that we are here in Olivia, get on our alchemy things, and let's get started. I have my storage chest already over there. I don't have to worry about running back and forth to the storage. And let's get how many we're gonna do. Metal solvent. Idealytic says it's profit, so technically a loss. I'm a sailor myself. I wouldn't sell your elixir regen for nothing. Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. And yeah, so if Videolytics is wrong and technically that's a loss, then I'm definitely gonna have to suggest people not to bother using it, because obviously their math is wrong. Their math is wrong and you're not really getting a profit. And if you are getting a profit, it's not what the numbers are representing over here. So if anyone has like a better idea on like what's going on or what's being done wrong with all of my skills and everything inputted into the settings and all that. All right, rough stone. We need trace of savagery, which we've gotten. Take 1,000. How many stone do I need? Make sure. Do I have any other? Oh, iron. I need iron. That's not enough iron, but okay. Yeah, so if Videolytics is saying it's like a 5.2 bill profit per hour, but it's actually closer to a 9 bill per loss, like, yeah, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say it now, like, don't go by anyone else's numbers. You should probably go by like what you can do. And if anyone is doing more numbers than you should probably look to see what you can do to better get those numbers, because everyone will get a different number than you, and everyone's spreadsheet is different, and everyone's variables that they put into the spreadsheet is always going to be different than your variables, and you're not going to do the exact same thing as every other player in the whole entire world and everyone that did that spreadsheet and blah blah blah. So yeah, definitely try to take all of these like little programs and things that you guys use to tell you how much a player is doing and blah 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 with a grain of salt. Okay, because I can also just plug in my numbers differently, a lot higher and blah blah blah, and I could tell you, okay, well you should be making a lot more money than what you are. So take it as you will. You know, if it's gonna be a little hot take, you know, so be it. I'm just going by what you guys are saying and everything. If that's gonna be the case, then don't do it. Let me get my dog up on the bed. Okay. All right. Stone, blah blah blah. We got all that. Check. The only problem with Videolytics is elixir regen assumes 1 crow coin equals 1 silver. I did notice that. I was looking at the pricing and I'm like, crow coins don't cost anything. And if anything, like, I think you guys should change the value of like what you guys are thinking it's gonna cost. Just a little bit. You know, maybe go on Reddit and find out what the general consensus is on like the valuation of like one crow coin, and then go ahead and put the value up like that. Got to get a new tool. Take the advance. That's fine. Yeah, it's closer to like 40 mil. Yeah, so with that logic, you know, just stop trying to stop trying to like convince me like I'm doing something good. Don't use BDO-lytics. Like the valuation and all the numbers and everything can easily be forged and made a lot. Is a computer and player and computer managed, so it's not going to be 100% accurate. Yeah, exactly. That's what I tell you guys. Like, don't try to base everything you do off of like everyone else's numbers. Everyone's variables and things are going to be different. You're not going to get the same exact result as like player A, B, and C if you don't have exactly what A, B, and C is using. Like, I can go ahead and run a benchmarking tool for my game, and I can get like 114 FPS. You use like maybe two of the same things, and you're getting like 120. Like, come on. Variables are different, you know, take it with a grain of salt, like a reference and everything. Yeah, like we all have different setups. It all works out a little differently, so everyone's variables will be all over the place. Like I keep pointing out with Garmy and, you know, the other sites like that, like you can go ahead and input whatever number that you want, and that's the input that I say it is. Like that's going to be right because I say it's right. It's not like that program is going through and checking your skill, checking what you can do, and giving you back an actual representation of like what you can make or will make. All right, now that we got all of our ingredients, we can go ahead and start getting our metal solvent produced. Ooh, I have no alchemy stone. That's fine. We'll get all of that made up and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I'm going to quickly use the bathroom and I will be right back. We'll keep talking about this. I like this topic. I like this topic because a lot of players, they will go ahead and see a number and automatically attribute that to what they should be doing, not, you know, a goal of what to set for or, you know, try to work on. You know, just that's what I'm going to be making. I inputted all of this and it said I should be doing this because in all technicality, like whenever a new update comes out, they'll always have the items in there and the information will always be wrong until like we start plugging in all the things and they get an average and all that. Just try to remember that. Like everyone's variables are different. That's the main point of the topic. You know, like I can do more with my gathering than you, and you're using the same gear as me, but I have a higher gathering skill and I'm selling it at a different time and blah blah blah. Like, it's just different. Just different. You know, take it as a baseline. You know, I see like I should be getting like 11k meat for my 1.9k mastery hunting. I'm only getting 9k. Shit. I'm doing something wrong. Let me double check my gear. Let me double check my drops. Let me double check this. Let me try to min max that. Let me try to squeeze out as much as I can to go ahead and meet that number, and then, you know, I can go ahead and be like, okay, yeah, I'm getting an average of that, or I'm getting close to it, or blah blah blah. Just never automatically assume that's the number you're gonna get. That's what you're going to be doing, hands down, as long as you throw that on, blah blah blah. Like, sorry guys, RNG is a bitch, especially in Black Desert. There's too many variables to really count on. Like, hey, did you guys get enough of your byproduct when you're doing your alchemy or anything? That cuts into your the money that you make. Or that goes ahead and adds on to the money that you can make. You know, that's more profit. But if you didn't, well, shit, I guess you're not making as much as me. But you have the same gear. You have the same mastery, right? Yeah? Oh, shit, you were using a slower utensil. They do account for some things. It's just, again, there are a lot of things in, like, Black Desert that is mainly RNG. It's all, like, you have to be lucky or just keep smashing those buttons and maybe you'll roll the right one. Like, how many of you guys gotten a sharp alchemy stone from making your little pure powder reagents? Because according to BDO-lytics, my pure powder reagent will only make me 110 mil, going by my personal experience. Selling it on the central market will usually make me 100 to 110 mil for the 10k stack. but BDLytics did not account for that sturdy alchemy stone that they just dropped, and that's like, what, 400 mil? Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, 400 fucking mil from a little, what, bullshit alchemy recipe that didn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, they don't take account for that, so you can make more money or you can make less money. Like, there's a lot of variables that you have to really take into account. But on that note, I do have to use a bathroom. Give me 1 second, guys. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. You find it's pretty accurate with the numbers and you input the gear and everything. Okay, we're gonna test that out. We're gonna test that out. That little, not logic. All right, so we had. Hold on, let me figure it out. Probably 200. I gotta figure it out now. 500. Okay, so going by the craft quantity that I have here, plugging in everything, because everything that I have here is like what I'm currently wearing now, my current mastery and all that. Let me see, it says I should be making 863. Yeah, I should be making 863.1 mil for all of this. Now, I'm not going by like the sales tax or like the selling price, because that will always fluctuate. Like, usually what I found with BDLytics, it's usually around like 10 mil difference. They're pretty good with keeping up with the if it's making us money or if it's not going to make us money aspect on some things. Mainly like our very, very popular crafting recipes, like they are pretty good with keeping up on letting us know like how the market is for that on the central market. in terms of like materials and things that you can get or blah blah blah, like I do find that they're off, and I do find that it's also reflected upon whatever numbers that you go ahead and lie with input. Alright, night law. Enjoy your night. I hope you have some good life skilling, mob grinding, enhancing, and or any goals to be met tomorrow in Black Desert and or real life. Boom. Okay, so we have maybe 30 minutes left before my fiance is done work, which is going to cut into a lot of our progress here, so we will probably have to continue it again tomorrow after our patch day. I'm hoping to get lucky and get the sturdy alchemy stone. I've gotten it only on her. Yeah, on alchemist, my alt, bro. Yeah, this is my alchemist alt. As you may have noticed, like with her skill, there is nothing. Yo, we just had the wizard on here too. Nah, that's why I was like, let me think about it. Let me go ahead and form the title around using so many alts and the fact that we're gonna be jumping on alts and shit like that, so people didn't automatically think that it was just going to be the Shai, and then when they jumped in, realized like, oh shit, I did not want the lawn. I didn't want Scholar Gathering. What the fuck is this shit? Who signed up for some tamer training? Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so that's 4 mil. 160k. 211k. Almost 800 and something mil. I bet you can't wait for the Lifeskilling change where it's gonna be... Yeah, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that, Helocane. Me, personally, what I'm doing here is mainly going to help set up the whole, like, family life skilling and being able to rotate and everything. It's going to come into play a lot more when that update comes out. Like, this whole process is going to streamline where you put your alts, how you use them, and all that, with being able to go ahead and have your gathering master on all of your tunes instead of just the one, or if you leveled up another one. And the amount of people that you've heard saying that it'll kill life skilling. Okay, guys, I would like to hear you guys' opinion on this one. We'll probably make it into a little video, but I'm curious. I'm all ears. Let me know you guys' opinion about this whole family shared life skilling. Like, what do you guys feel? I personally, I don't think that it's going to kill life skilling. I personally feel like it's going to make people want to go ahead and do life skilling more because, you know, they can make more money. They think that they can go ahead and make more money, or possibly can. You know, it'll cause people to go ahead and want to do more life skilling in terms of there being a higher product in, or a higher quantity of product in the central market, opposed to having to do like maybe 50 pre-orders for that 1 week just to be able to do your one little alchemy session or your one little cooking session. I think it's going to be a lot easier, especially because we can now just have that one set of gear, switch it off, and not have to worry about spending all of that time and effort into leveling up that alt. I can go start a level 1 alt, throw on the life skilling gear, and I'm there. I don't have to worry about any tool requirements because it's automatically there. So if I wanted to, I can go take my cook or my alchemist here and do gathering and get the ingredients for that whole little session without even touching my main, and still getting the benefits from my main. Sort of worried about some items like truffle mushroom, since you could sit at an alt and just camp it while it spawns. Okay, other than the whole 1 hour timer, unless you are trying to jump in on what players are already doing, I don't see it changing. Unless they go ahead and increase the timer or just remove the timer or something, I don't see that changing. Players are already doing that. Players do the same thing with the pearl oysters. Like, I don't see that changing. I personally find that it might cause more players to do alchemy, cooking, trading, processing, you know, leading towards more of the mysterious seeds being made, more truffles being farmed. You know, you got things like that, more people wanting to do farming because they no longer have to sit there and grind out their farmer to artisan or master and then get another alt and do the same thing and blah blah blah. Like, now you can just solely just go. Yeah, there's no reason to go out and gather truffle when you can farm them. Like, they've already solved that whole problem well before the whole family change. That's why I don't really feel like it's gonna really affect it. That's why I keep telling you guys, like, if anything, it'll make people want to do it more. I mean, that's just like what I personally think, but you guys, like, let me know, like, how do you guys feel about that? I'm all ears. All right, we got our metal solvent done. That's 626, so let's readjust this. I'm just trying to adjust it to take into account, I'll say 300, so 863. Let's throw that into the central market. Show you guys how much you guys can make if you guys are taking the melted iron and the rough stone, making it into the metal solvent. Metal solvent, 629 will sell for a grand total of... Where are you? Where are you, you weird looking bottle? Yeah, fuck it, we'll do the whole amount. So yeah, 500. Huh. So, you guys were saying about the whole numbers being off. See if I put it up to the highest, maybe? Okay, yeah, my numbers aren't reflecting what the central market is. Okay, so that's how you go ahead and do the alchemy. Let's go ahead, jump into our underwater gatherer. Let's start getting our coral gathered, getting our lobster, shrimp, all that good shit, so I can go jump onto my cook and show you guys how to go ahead and make the things with that. Do the processing for the coral, and hopefully show you guys something new. Okay, you heard me talk about Eve earlier. Yes, I play Eve Online. I do. And if you're gathering truffles purely to make money, then there's sure better ways to make some more money. Yeah, if you're trying to make money with truffle gathering, like, I suggest you do something else. Like, for the time and effort that it takes, like, I don't really feel like it's worth it, and I don't really feel like it's worth trying to go ahead and keep an alt there to rotate it out. Not with the farms being there, not with being able to get the little byproducts from alchemy to combine with the seed to go ahead and do it like that. Like, I don't really feel like it's worth the time and effort. What's up, Codus? How you doing? All right, now that we are on our underwater gatherer, let's go ahead, get a boat out here and head out to the coral area to start our gathering session. We've already gotten our gemstones from our mining out in Pilgrims, so now that we have that, we have to get the other material needed. Etheria cog, yep, take it out. Oh, remote collect. And then we can take you out. Board it up. Oh, and that's another thing. How many sailors out there are waiting for the shared family to come out so that you can start using other tunes to go out bartering or sailing or just doing other things like that, like other activities? Like that's another thing that I'm waiting for. I can't stress how much I'm excited to not be limited to just one tune because I spent more time getting that into a main life skilling tune. There's a lot of different reasons. What are the couple reasons that you're waiting for? Do you stream Eve on here? Yes, I do Eve online streams here too. I do have a playlist showing you guys my progress on starting a mining corporation, if that's something that you're into. I'm just now getting started into like streaming Eve, even though I've played since 2015. Oh, sailing reason? It's very niche. Well, I mean, come on. Do you want to go ahead and level up another sailor to go ahead and use whatever passive that will come out in the near future, and or whatever other class that they introduce that has like a sailing and or bartering skill or fishing or anything like that? Like, I'm waiting for the shared family so I can go out and jump on my, like, no, my boat's not okay. My boat's never okay. Look at it. It's not like I'm trying to head far. That's all. That's literally where I'm going. That's why I'm not really worried about the durability. It's like a point A to point B type of trip. It's not too Margoria. It's not trying to get to the land of the morning light, you know? Yeah, I keep trying to explain that to people. Yeah, fun fact. If you guys are not wanting to go ahead and spend the money or the loyalty to craft up and or buy your Aperia cog when you have 0 durability, you guys can still sail around on your cog, but you will not have the breezy sail skill, and it'll go like 50% slower, but you can still use it, and if you hold down the shift, you will still go faster than what you normally would, like this, as an example. But yeah. You can still use it, and you can still get a little bit of the speed. So the more you know, and I hope that that helped you. I hope that helps you all out. I'm doing great. No, I did not get that other compass part, Christian. I did not get that other compass part. I keep trying, but I'm not lucky. I'm not lucky at all. I would like. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the family shared, so that when a new character comes out or any of those skills, I don't have to worry about leveling up a whole nother tune to capitalize on it. I can just start the tune, switch my gear, and I have all of my life skills and everything that's shared. You would like to see a new life skill in general? They are updating the brackets that we have. We are able to go past Guru once the update comes out. I'm not sure if it's going to be a whole new bracket name or if it's going to just go from like Guru 50 to Guru 100. But they are going ahead and doing that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they will touch mastery. All right, now that we are in Anaha, it's a lot better if you have your buff already active. Let's pop that. All right, now that we are in Anaha, I have my Corsair because my Corsair has a faster underwater gathering experience. You know, just a sprint skill and all, coupled with the bubbly diving costume, it should make for an easy time. Oh, I forgot my tools. Let's go ahead and solve that. Your boy needs a hoe. Let's go for a little basic hoe. All right, attempt number 2. Let's get down here and start our coral gathering. I'm not really concerned if someone was already here, which they probably were. No, they weren't. Wow. Lobsters. The starfish are not really worth gathering. They do have trade, like the actual trade good that we can sell or trade in, but like I said, the value is not worth it. You were in Hysera this week, trying to get your last piece. How'd it go? Turbine shell, nothing. Oh, you got your... Did you get it, or no? You haven't gotten it yet. That's a basic ass hoe. Yeah, it is. It really is, but I'm just trying to show you guys, like, how you'd go ahead and do it. I'm not trying to really pump in my mastery. I'm not even wearing my gear. Hold on, let's go grab that. Yeah, I'm not even wearing gear. It's just coming down here and showing you. You're still Damn. I wish you luck, though. Minigames are great with the coral gathering. And I like the change that they made for the minigame. Now all you have to do is just unearth the actual root. You don't have to worry about all of the extra little roots and having to recover them and shit. Shit. Ah, fuck me. There we go. See? The whole new update to the minigame makes it easier to go out and do your underwater gathering now. You wish you didn't have to flip it twice? I'm glad that they went ahead and made the changes. Now I don't care about flipping it twice. They slowed down the timer. They reduced the whole need to have everything correctly, absolutely 100% accurately flipped in order to get your little success and all that dumb shit. It's a welcome change. So weird sometimes once, sometimes twice. Yeah, it all depends on the actual picture. I mean, that's all you're doing is matching up the picture. Oysters, don't need oysters, but I'm gonna gather it anyway, because why not? We're running out of air. We're running out of air. Alright, so now that we have at least that, I can go ahead and start to show you guys what to do. Let's see, how much time do we have? Yeah, I'm running out of time, so I'll shorten this up a little bit. So after you guys come out and do your underwater gathering, you can go ahead and take your giant pearls, dry them up to make the pearl oyster meat. You can dry up your lobsters to make the glue, and or use them if you guys are choosing to make any of the seafood meals. Let's jump over to a tune I can start cooking with. Hopefully we don't crash again. Bum, 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 bum. Come on, hurry up, load. All right, now we're on my cook. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had them all set up in really, really weird locations that is not gonna help out with the timing of things, but the life of a mystic. Make sure. Yep, my cook and my farmer. Oh, true. True, yo, can you guys imagine, like, being able to make a little item like that? No, she's not my hunter. Weird, right? Alright, Donnie. Donnie? 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 Hey, Donnie. Oh, there you are. Alright, let's go get to our cooking place. I swear I know how to drift. Like, I swear I do. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck this, I'll make my own path. Where I'm going, we don't need roads. Do you even drift, bro? Right? Do I even drift? You think you deleted 200 mil from the game somehow? Oh, how? With what? You moved it to your central market and didn't go into the market and it's no longer in the inventory? What items was it? And have you tried to use the search function for it? I'm stuck. It was money. Oh no. That's weird. Now that we are in town, okay. Now that we have our cooking alt, we can go jump into our house and start cooking up the seafood dishes that I have. Okay, premium container. We're gonna go with oyster. Good to see if we have the materials needed for all of that right off the bat, which we should. Okay, dried pearl oyster flesh, 200. Flour. Potato flour. Okay. Corn. I mean, I need eggs. I'm not using corn, even though it's a cheaper one to use, but fuck it. 200 olive oil. Okay, vinegar. That's the other thing. Crocodile meat is for hunting. Where is it? Croc meat. Oh man, there it is. Croc meat. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you use it for a little hunting thing. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead, take our ingredients that we got from our underwater gathering, and we're gonna make our pan-fried oyster. Pan-fried oyster, if you go by BDOlytics, will make you money, but if you go by in-game, I'm not sure. Okay, so 3 oyster, 2 eggs, 5 flour, 2 vinegar, and 3 olive oil. I have no cook clothes on or anything. We should probably get something on. 120, 90, never mind. Yep, we'll use it. It's gonna be a bad little time doing this little demonstration, but we gotta do it somehow, right? Okay, let's go down our ratio again. 3 oyster, 2 egg, 5 flour, 2 vinegar, and then lastly, the 3 olive oil. And that'll take care of all of the pearl oyster meat that you guys were using, or gathering. What? Did I do it wrong? Alright, we got prawn salad. No. I'm just trying to make sure I made this right. What's a gathering buff we need? That's a gathering buff you need? Nah. Leave ocean content alone, finally. Give us other things. Oh, you guys can make chowder. Chowder is a perfect way to make money. Yeah, that's a perfect way to go ahead and make money if you guys have the ingredients for it. The teff bread, the special pepper. I have no pepper. Oh, wait. Special pepper, the teff bread. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Like, I swear, I will show you guys how to make something. I'm not lying. Fruit and vegetable salad. Okay, fruit and vegetable, olive oil, check. Which, YOLO. Salt, check. Shrimp, check. Shrimp. And then our eggs, yeah. The problem is chowder takes a shit ton of hours to make enough for 1 hour. I don't know. I don't know about making the prawn salad. Maybe the steamed prawn will do, but yeah, you guys can go ahead and make the roasted butter lobster or butter roasted lobster, the pan fried oyster, steamed prawn. Those are good ways to go ahead and get something out of your seafood that you have. Do the prawn salad for now. Get that out of the way. We'll go ahead and make those up. Show you guys really fast. There you go. You guys can make that if you guys are choosing to cook from, like, after doing your underwater gathering, which you guys also, like, have to do in order to get the corals that you need to make the T3 corals. Then after you get done doing all of your cooking, you can go ahead and start listing it on the central market, all that dumb shit, make your money like that. Now, after we do our underwater gathering, we've gotten our cooking done, we've gotten our alchemy done for our metal solvent and all that. We can go ahead and I'm thinking... I already showed you guys how to do the trade crates. So now after you got the trade crates, we can go over to your training alt. You know, depending on if you guys are watching this after the family life skill change comes out, or if you guys are like choosing to do it now, whichever alt that you have that is set up to do your training, you can go ahead and jump in on. And I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead and get ready to start trading in all of those trade crates that you guys got from your little worker empire after doing your mining out in Pilgrim's Haven, or say they were out there getting the materials from like gathering and things like that. Just if you guys are choosing to move your trade crates once the new trade ship comes in, like this will really play a nice helping hand for that moment in general. Hopefully fish meat gets compacted in that update, because you keep having to replace your fish saved recipes and your cooking utensil, because you can only have, save a certain amount. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that they go ahead and condense the fish, the bird, and at least condense all of the little meat. Group 1, 2, 3, and 4, you know, just all of them, just condense it all. Make one item for each. You know, exotic, white meat, red meat, dark meat, you know, some dumb wording or whatever it is. Like, it'd be nice. I'd like it. I personally would be welcoming to it. Save me the storage and all. All right, now that we are on our training alt, I'm in Duvenkroon because it's easier to go ahead and do our training. For me, I'm gonna go and If you're on a Shai, this will probably work out a lot better with the experience that you can get. But to start out, I'm going to go ahead buy a brown donkey.
No, I'm not curious to know what you like to eat, so...
I'm not really worried about gearing it up right now, but you guys, I do suggest gearing it up to make it level up a lot faster. We'll just name it anything for now. We'll get our donkey out. The donkey is going to be used to getting to where the horses that you're going to be using to train or tame are. Oh, I need more capturing ropes before I do anything.
Man or horse,
Be a great idea to have
is everything.
a couple of those on hand. All right, so now that you got your donkey out, you got your training alt, head out to go find the horses to go train or tame. We're going to tame up the horse. I will train, or why do I keep saying train? I will tame up one horse to show you guys the whole process on what to do. And then I already have my horses here in the stable already, so I'm going to go ahead and harness them up and start taking you out to go to another town for some trade goods, take those and travel to, I'm thinking Velia, to demonstrate like how it would be if we had our trade ship and we were getting ready to go ahead and start like packing it up. If you wanted to use the wagon, your training and all that. But this is definitely a great way to go ahead and level up your trainer. You can get the horses that you need to go ahead, do your training, breed them up once they hit a certain level, you know, Imperial delivery them and make money like that, while still moving the trade goods and materials that you got and made up while doing your Pilgrim's Haven mining. There, we've done cooking. I've already showed you guys what to do with the gemstones and the colored coral. And the glue, too. Red meat, white meat, fish meat, fried meat, dead meat, meat. Yes, meat. Okay, hurry up. Once we get this, it's smooth sailing. No need to bash the space bar. I'm not bashing anything. I'm literally moving my thumb. You guys put way too much thought into things. There we go. We now tamed it. Get back onto the donkey. And let's have this little horse follow us back. There, keep an eye on our training. It's Apprentice 9. Give you guys an example. I've been thinking about doing this for a couple days now. Doing our training using a donkey to get out to the horses, train up, or capture the horse, train them up, breed them. Do the same process for 4 more, train them up, and once the original 4 get done breeding, take their fowls and start, you know, training those up and just keeping it going like that. But using a donkey to go and get the horses and shit like that will help level up your training faster with the donkey, you know, going to and from, the capturing, you know, of the wild horse, and then actually training up all 4 horses once you're on your wagon and heading out to the next town. And I'm not sure who pointed out on the last donkey video that I did that you get more experience back for your Shai, so I highly suggest using your Shai with the donkey. If you're wanting to do that process, you can do it with a normal horse instead. But I've been thinking about this little process in general. All right, so 65.68. We have to wait for the horse to actually get here. But yeah, see, I already have horses that I can go ahead and demonstrate for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 of them with 1 T7. Is my horse here now? Yep,
No.
finally here. Really? Bam. Apprentice 10. I'm just horsing around, you know. Okay, so now after you've gotten your 4 horses, like I said, we're demonstrating we got 4 horses. So now that you got your 4 horses, we will go ahead. We'll just check in the donkey to sell him off real fast. Sell him. You would go harness your wagon with your newly captured horses. Let's represent the newly captured ones right here. Or if you guys really want, I can... There. There are newly captured horses. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. We can take out the wagon. Let's repair it first, and then take it out.
Man or horse?
Do I got my crop on me? Yes. Do I got my trainer clothes on me? Yes. Pets? No. Okay, pets, yes. Crystals. Do I have my crystals? Yeah, my horses are applied, plus 56%. Okay, we're ready. Oh, wait, artifacts. I do have training experience on right now. So now we'd go ahead and go to whatever town that we need, and I'm thinking the closest one that I can go to is Keplin, so we'll go to Keplin and start transporting those goods over to show you. It doesn't really matter how you guys choose to go out there. Pop our food, get any buffs that you guys are choosing to do, and sit back and wait. Enjoy the ride. That's all you really need to do. And there we go. I hit skilled. That was relatively easy. I'm gonna have to do this manually because I don't have the higher training to automatically hit sprint, but we'll go ahead and get out like this. And I'm not really worried about trying to breed up any Corsairs. I'm not really focused on that. For when I'm doing my wagon training, I'm mainly focused on trying to just quickly level up 4 horses to go ahead and start breeding. My main focus is trying to get that Imperial steed. I'm not really focused on trying to get the most money back from my Imperial deliveries. I'm not trying to min-max anything. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to throw more numbers into getting the 1 number. That's all I'm trying to do. You know, maybe after 6 rolls, I'll go ahead and get it. Maybe after 10 rolls, I'll go ahead and get it. But I'll just keep throwing random horse breeding into it just to try my luck at getting that Imperial steed. In case you guys were wondering why I'm not using a spreadsheet or I'm not using a pie chart or pie graph to solely play my game and or using AI, like, that's why. It's all about trying to quickly level them up and breed them off. I'm kind of like the Chinese industry. I'm gonna flood the market with a lot of quantity, but not really worried about the quality, you know? Hey. Come on. This would be a lot easier if I came prepared. Get level up again. Probably not, but I will have that auto path and I will check this out for a moment. Shit. Actually, let's go ahead and switch off. Let's switch off and say we already made it to the town and blah blah blah. All right, let's see. Damn, both my alts are there. Okay, well, we're just gonna skip ahead all the way to the trading part, okay? So So after you guys have like gotten your trade crates to the port and decided to sail out to Nampo or wherever that you guys decided to do, especially with the new trade ship that we're going to be getting, I'm not sure exactly how many trade or crates that we'll be able to use with it. Yeah, exactly. Through the magical video editing, we can go ahead and pretend like none of this even happened. You know, after you guys have gotten some of your goods over to the port, I'll show you guys like what you can do to still make all of that money. And I think the only thing that I did not touch base on was the bartering, but bartering is pretty simple. You can easily get started with gathering and getting your little T1 or land good to T1 and going from there. So I'm not really worried about that. But now, once you guys have gotten to the spot that you guys are trying to trade your goods into, you can now jump into your trading alt. Let me double check. Yep, Master 12.
Have you met some of my brother? Good wares need to be stored in a good warehouse. So leave your wares a good old doodle.
Throw it onto your old donkey and or whatever you're using. Like such. And then all you have to do is just go and trade it into the NPC. I'm trying to think if there's any other life skills that I have not touched on and or how to go ahead and make money from one life skill using it or doing it. But here we can go ahead do our bargain game.
I don't really need a horse or a wagon.
Bargain game, and you can easily go ahead and sell it. And there. That's how you guys would go ahead and jump from every single alt that you have to do all of your life skilling, starting from our measly little gathering. I haven't touched on fishing, hunting. Oh, well, I already did trading. Farming, sailing, I briefly touched base on, and bartering, which again, bartering is pretty much all you're gonna do is look up your little land goods, which you can go ahead and sort it from over here. Normal to level 1 is gonna be your land goods, okay? Because there's going to be a new trade boat that's coming in, allowing us to transport our trade crates, probably in a higher quantity than, you know, what the trade wagons can do in the storage. So I want to go ahead and show you guys, like, the process to go ahead and get started with that when that update finally comes out. But you'd go ahead and you do your gathering for your hides, you do your alchemy for your bloods and things like that to go ahead and get started with your little bartering. Bartering will go ahead and level up your sailing. Sailing will also be leveled while you're taking your ship out here to the Land of the Morning Light to do all of your trading into Nampo. If you guys are choosing to do fishing, fishing is the same way, with a couple extra caveats. For fishing, if you're going to try to make money with fishing, I definitely suggest having an alt set out here, or like say any of the event hotspots like in Velia or Altanova, and you get the silver keys. Silver keys can be converted into the gold keys. Gold keys can be turned into the... Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta answer this. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and start wrapping this up because my fiance is coming home. But if you guys are choosing to do any type of fishing, I suggest taking your fish, trading in the yellow a lot of the blues if you want, and the yellows to the Imperial Fish delivery guy until you hit your limit, and or you get tired of doing the channel changes to hit your limit. Then you can go ahead, trade in the rest with your normal trading, which will go ahead and level up your trading, get you your money. The seals can be turned in for the gold keys. Gold keys can be used for gathering, especially with the buried traces. That will go ahead and make you money in and of itself. The gold keys can be sold for 20 mil a pop. Those can make you money. Any of your rare drops, obviously, when you're fishing, your fishing will go ahead and get you the ancient relic shards that are needed to do any of your repairing. So, for example, we have my AFK fisher out here in Altanova. We have our discarded glass bottles, which we can go ahead and use for the silver keys if we wanted to, and that could be turned into more golden keys. We can go ahead and take the fishing chair, you know, just for more fishing. The breezy conch sea sail, we can go ahead and do any of our mount tapping. Then with the seals, like I said, you can get the gold keys, you can get any of the black essences to make money. The Manus Fisher clothes are pretty easy to get, especially with just how many fish you can go ahead and do, especially if you're out there in Margoria. The ancient relic shards, like I was telling you guys, can go ahead and make money with the whole repairing and or selling the memory fragments. That's definitely one way to go ahead and take care of like fishing. And also the fish can be used for your good feed, your other food that requires like dried fish. And you can also, with the dried fish, you can come over to Port Etheria, Tariff, Velia, and have your workers start making their little package crates here. The John Dory, Momo, and the Signidad are pretty good fish to go ahead and pack up. So let's go ahead and get our workshops going with here, which is more trading. So that's how fishing and trading and cooking all tie hand in hand, not to mention any of your enhancing and shit like that. Also, your fairies. It'll play a helping hand in your fairies too. Okay, so that's all of our dried fish that we have. We have our bottles on hand so that we can trade them in. We have our seals that we have to exchange and all that. We have our golden or silver keys that we can use to exchange into the golden keys. So now that we have that done, we can go ahead and... I need to think. I don't have any farms set up. But there's... Farming is pretty much like you do farming and it takes care of your cooking, your alchemy. Processing, maybe? But I'm not really a huge fan of farming. Farming is like, it helps out other things, but nothing helps it. So you really don't get to do your farming when you're doing a gathering session or anything like that. You'd have to actually stop, gather the seeds or whatever separately, and then go ahead and do your farming like that. So I'm not really concerned about it, but if you guys were, that's how you go ahead and do it. You can get your water from your gathering, make your little fertilizers and things like that to help with your farming, take your farming products to make into your cooking dishes, your alchemy. Sometimes probably processing comes into play. Let me check. Who else do I have? Oh, you're gonna laugh on who's my hunter. You're really gonna fucking laugh on who's my hunter. Don't judge me. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Yeah, farming is shit, Sing. If they would reduce the timers on them and how long it took to farm something up, then I think I would like it a little bit more, but farming is shit. It's like Farmville on steroids. If you rubbed Farmville in a time-gated coating of pure hatred and shit. But if you min-max it and you swipe your credit card, you can make some pretty good money with it. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up. Show you guys hunting. Well, demonstrate hunting. Show you guys a little example of hunting. You guys are well familiar with my hunting practices and shit. So yeah, if you guys are doing hunting, it's pretty easy. You can take the trophy heads and turn it into actual like money when selling on the central market. You get the hides here, like the damaged leathers and things like that, to go ahead and make into your handicrafts. Handicraft workshops can be found easily like in Olivia or major cities like Heidel, Calpheon, I think. Glish is where I choose to do mine in. You can make these. These make some pretty good money when trading in. These are trade crate too. The meat and everything that you get from hunting, obviously you guys can use for cooking. Hunting gets you guys blood. Blood can be used for alchemy and cooking. You can use the fire horns for your cooking utensils or your handicrafts for your trophies. And I want to say matchlocks, your sniper rifle, hides. Hunting is where you're mainly going to get a lot of your hides for like your Krogdalo, donkey gear, horse gear, your Granveer, any of those like type of hides. Your main way is going to be hunting, with gathering coming in a close second, obviously. The only other way you can get your hide. But those are ways that you can go about getting your hunting done and still supplying the materials and everything for all of your alts and all. And still making money with every little process that you guys go ahead and do. I hope I hope this helped you guys out and gives you guys a rough idea of like what to do with all of your alts, and you know, just get you guys prepared for when the shared family life skills come out. I know it's gonna take a little bit, and there's no telling when that whole trading ship is gonna come out, but hopefully this will still come in handy when that update comes out, and you guys will be able to look back on this and just start applying some of these rules and methods and things to really get the most out of all of your alts that no longer need to be leveled up with their life skill. How do you get a blue head trophy? You have to go ahead and combine whatever materials, like say take your stuffed featherhead. Hold on, let me show you. Hopefully it's in here. Yeah, you could take your little green heads and turn them into the better heads by combining whatever recipes they are. You'd have to look up whichever one you're specifically trying to upgrade, but that's how you would go ahead and do that. And also, your gathering and your hunting will also play a helping hand in making those trophies too. So that's another way hunting will go ahead and benefit your gathering, or your gathering will help benefit your hunting. Yeah, like I said, I hope this helps you guys like get an idea of how to go ahead and start doing your own family shared alt setup and getting everything prepared, ready for when the update comes out. No telling when that's going to come out. We're waiting for Black Desert to let us know, but when they start revealing more information or a time frame of when that's happening, I'm pretty sure Chris Poley will be on it. All of the bigger name creators will start putting their videos like day one within the first like 2-3 hours. So if I have not like mentioned it, be sure to keep an eye out on YouTube and or Twitch or whatever platform these videos are going to be going up on first. And hopefully maybe this will still have some type of, I guess, relativity in the next coming months or this year. Yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys have like any other ideas for alts, like any other ways to go ahead and make more money with using all of the materials. I'm all ears. I'm kind of curious. And unfortunately, my time is done, so I am going to have to be ending this off. If you guys enjoyed this, please be sure to go ahead, leave a like, share, all that good shit. If you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, turn on all those notifications so you know when I come out with a video guide and or update. If you're watching me over there on Twitch, be sure to follow me so you guys know when I go live again. I'll be going live tomorrow. We're going to be doing other things. I got to figure out a little schedule on what we're going to be doing, but I will try to go ahead and do an EVE Online stream tonight. Hopefully our sound is not going to be fucked up and our internet is not going to cut out. with all of that out of the way, everyone, it was great having you. It was great talking to you guys. I can't do this without you guys, and I can't stress enough that you guys make this so much more entertaining than just playing alone solo in a dark room like a divorced old dad. Yes, let's just have a moment of silence for all the Korean BDO and just Korean Twitch streamers in general. It's a unfortunate shame that Twitch had to back out of Korea, and Korea is doing some really fucked up, like, scummy things on the streaming platforms. Like, they're doing some shady mafia type shit so that, you know, Korean streaming sites get better deals and other sites, so Twitch had to move out. So give them a moment of silence. You know, it'll be a tough long day for them, but I hope they will go ahead and, you know, something will get figured out, and a lot of people will not lose their livelihoods or completely lose all of their livelihoods because of this whole streaming deal going south in Korea. But like I was saying, with all of that out of the way, everyone, it was great having you all, and keep gathering out there.